Welcome to Scofield Farm. I'm Carice, and today we are going to do one of my very favorite things to do in the garden with my kids. We are going to harvest potatoes. It's a little bit of a tricky harvest today because the bed we're harvesting potatoes in is a bed that's had a lot of gopher activity, a lot of problems. We actually were going to grow our tomatillos and ground cherries in this bed for the summer, had to move our tomatillos after our ground cherries were completely stolen by gophers. We've also had a lot of ground squirrel activity, which steal, food above ground. So I'm not even sure how this harvest is going to go, but I'm going to let you join us because this is our second harvest so far of potatoes this year. We will have a third harvest from grow bags. If you missed our grow bag first harvest video, you have to check that out. I'll put it in the description below because my daughter said we were too organic in that video. We had, well, you'll see. Go check that out. It was a pretty entertaining harvest. But we're gonna get started. I'm gonna show you what we're doing right now. So my husband is digging around. You can see there's gopher activity even right there by the mounds. We did have some potato plants here, but my worry is that they may have stolen the potatoes. So it's going to be a little tricky to go through this bed and find things. The plants have died off. There have also been gophers. So I'm not really sure how good our harvest will be today. We're also going to take these bamboo teepees I made out. It was a creative idea back when I was trying to grow peas in here. But I don't think I can grow peas in here because we haven't dealt with the gopher issue. And that's one of the reasons all my peas are not here. Because they just tore up the bed and they took so many peas, as you can see right there. Let's get my Peter Pan shadow gone. It's so torn up. It's so torn up. It is crazy. We're also going to harvest that dill right here. We can use this dill. It doesn't have to be the fresh dill weed. You can use dried dill flowers to make pickles. My daughter is trying to see if she can find anything there. Are you being successful over there? No success. All right. We're going to keep looking. Get those out of there. All right. We're still searching to find any amount of potatoes that haven't been stolen yet.
So we go like this. Ooh, look at that. There's a hole.
A gopher hole?
Oh, yeah.
Darn. Yeah, it makes it like really uneven and go down deep, right? So while my husband is trying to find some spot to dig for potatoes in the absolute mess over there, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our family. We live in Northern California. We live in zone 9B actually. We can grow food all year round. You can see a lot of different food that we have growing in this garden. We do summer gardens. We also have our fall garden. It's not really fall. It's more of like a cool season winter garden. Ooh, look at this. This is going to be a nice spaghetti squash. And I am not quite ready to transition anything over because it's really hot. Like right now it's 102 degrees. I want to show you, these are our grow bags with the other potatoes that we will harvest later. Often we get a harvest of potatoes like the week of Christmas and we use them in stew, which we love to have Christmas evening as like a special Christmas dinner. So I love living in an area where we can grow food year round. One of the bummers about it that's a little different than a lot of people's zones is things like tomatoes don't like the really hot, and so they don't produce well in the summer months. They actually do better kind of in the fall. I'm putting a vine up, as you can see. They do better in the fall when it cools off just a tiny bit. And so we haven't had a ton of tomatoes. We did, as I said, have a whole harvest of potatoes already, which we ate through. But yeah, it's just a little different here because of the heat. And gosh, I'm sure hoping over there that they're finding something. Let's go check and see if they have anything that we get to harvest yet. Okay, I just heard they found something. So let's go over and see how much they found. A lot of these were things that we missed before last year, and they volunteered and grew plants back. All right, show me, what do you have so far? Yes, we're getting something, okay. All right, this is a good place to dig. Gophers might have got some of them. There might be nibbles in some, but let's see if we get anything for us to eat.
There's 3 gopher holes down here.
Are you kidding? They probably pulled them down into their tunnel.
Oh, no.
What happened?
She pierced a little.
You stabbed one with the rake?
And it was on it.
That's okay. You can still put it in the tray and we'll just rinse it off and use that one first. Would you take a second and like this video? And if you like content about homesteading, gardening, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. We share all sorts of things on our little family homestead in Northern California, where our whole family, we have 7 kids, we try to grow our own food. We've been doing this for a long time and just this larger scale for like the last 5 years, but this journey has been pretty much our whole marriage of learning how to grow more food, raise more food, and feed our family with real food. Did you find anything?
Oh, yeah.
We know we have that dead plant. Ooh, that's not a bad one at all. Here, show me it a little closer. Hold it up. That's a good potato. Okay, let Dad look for things in the gopher area and you girls dig where we know that there's dead plants still over here. Stick around. There's got to be more than one potato.
This one. I found the same exact one.
Oh, yay, we found it twice.
Look at that.
Oh, yay, finally. Finally, I was wondering if there was any at all. We're having so many gopher problems. Those are good sized ones too.
I can't find any in
Oh,
here.
yay, this is good.
This. No. Actually, maybe
Yay, this is
just
pretty
a really
great.
squishy potato.
Maybe. I bet you there's more down there.
Potato plants.
Those are beautiful. You got a huge guy. These are great. These are actually good size, even though they came from volunteer plants. What do you have over there?
I have 3 small.
They're small, but they're still good.
Oh, there's more. These guys.
Okay.
This guy has this one too.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. You just pulled up the plant and brought all the potatoes. What a silly looking potato. It looks like a butternut squash.
Push it away.
It totally looks like a butternut squash.
And then dig around that way.
I don't know how the gopher didn't get it. Literally,
I'm very glad. I don't want the gopher to get all our food.
maybe he took it from a plant and then he took it on a plant.
No, I don't like him taking stuff from us.
Potato.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Two actually.
Yeah.
Mom, there's a gopher here that leads right.
Well, you gotta get potatoes before he takes them all.
Oh.
That one was eaten. That's evidence. Let's look at this. Let's talk about this for a second. Yeah. This is what happens when you don't harvest your potatoes in time and you go all organic. You have pests. It's just a fact of life.
I'm gonna put them up. Got some more in this plant. I'm gonna put
Okay.
them up.
Okay, what about this one right here?
Oh. I didn't see that one. Oh, we got some of the red ones.
That's good. I like red potatoes. Now these plants haven't died yet, but I almost feel like it's good to dig them because we know the gophers haven't got them yet.
Oh, there's some just poking out of
they're
the
just
ground.
sticking there out of the ground, aren't they?
Oh, they're pretty too.
Oh, wow. Right under the sunflowers.
That's why they're not sunlit.
They aren't turning green, are they? That's good.
They're not turning like a weird color from the sun.
We're doing all right for a volunteer type harvest.
Not the
What a strange looking potato. It's like 3 in 1. All right, go put those in the compost. It will be our future soil. Thank you. These sweet potatoes in this grow bag, it's a 30-gallon grow bag. They were supposed to be in this bed, but I just didn't trust the gophers. And I am so glad I did not lose them all. We had to cover them with tulle for a little bit because of grasshopper issues this year, but they are growing. They're kind of behind, but we have a long growing season, so we should still get a good harvest from this one grow bag. Well, that's not too bad of a harvest. Let me get a little closer because considering we battled gophers in this bed and we did not plant any of these were from potatoes that we missed last year, I'd say that is a great batch of food for us to eat off of. Pretty good harvest, and we have one more harvest of potatoes to go. One thing is we don't have like a root cellar. We don't have a cool place for cold storage for things like potatoes to not end up sprouting. So succession sowing, which just means several plantings of the same crop that are spaced out to have different timing harvest. That is the best way to feed our family when we don't have much of a way to store long term. And it works for us. Let me know in the comments, do you use succession sow? Do you have like a root cellar or a really good cold storage system for things like potatoes? I'd love to hear. I love to hear how different people provide for their family, grow food, store things. It's really cool to know how everyone does it a little bit differently. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon.